How can the government of any country ensure that migrants are adequately protected? Proper analysis of migration issues is key to understanding the responsibilities and consequences of cross-border mobility. There is more in this report by correspondent Moya Thomas, who attended a workshop organized by the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons.
Migration is now associated with such negative connotations as racism and discrimination, or even xenophobia. This has called for the need to develop a comprehensive approach to better manage migration.
When you move irregularly, you lose some rights. Some people actually, again, move regularly in the first instance, then they overstay. And when you do that, you are now an irregular migrant. This is what opens you to hazards like what they see in Africa.
This partnership, the philosophy behind it is that we want to tackle together the challenges of migration, but also to benefit of the opportunity of migration.
Many of the policies are currently being implemented in the countries that are signatory to ECOWAS. At the national level, should I say, the rate of implementation or the intensity of implementation varies from country to country. And Nigeria I think, has been doing quite well.
Labor is also one of the factors that have increased incidences of irregular migration. The International Labour Organization and the International Organization for Migrants says efforts are on to ensure migrants meet International Convention on the Protection of Rights of All Migrants.
We talk about labor migration in particular. Because, of course, as was mentioned today, there are a lot of challenges involved if we talk about labor migration that is not well governed. At the same time, if we manage to have a well-organized labor migration governance framework.
Nigerians are known to be a migrant country, and IOM on its part is doing a lot to make sure that both the migrant, both the country of origin of migrants, both the transit country of migrants, and both the host country benefit from migration.
With a staggering 1 billion people around the world constantly on the move, that makes 1/7 of the world's population. Migration discussion has become very important, as it has to be done in a regular way. Irregular means of migration is what leads to indiscriminate actions against migrants and an abuse of migrants' rights. The advocacy here today is to ensure that migration is done using regular channels. Moya Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.